SPRT Stock support.com Inc. still on the move, still extending in the pre-market of the 30th of August 2021, trading at $34.38, a gain of $8.07, 30.73% gain. So even with this 30% extension or gain, it is not even at its volume weighted average price. The volume weighted average price is at 34.93 and the stock is at 34.28. Obviously the volume weighted average price is the price based on what the volume is, so that's what we are talking about here now. It is not even close to that, it hasn't reached there yet, so there's a slight retracement now. It has dropped down to $34.20. So the gain is at 29.89%. There is no guarantee that it will continue to extend when the market resumes for the 30th of August. So the stock obviously is also trading at a huge premium to all of its moving averages. So based on this 10-day daily model, the 10-day moving average is at $15.11. The 20-day moving average is at 11.22. The 50-day moving average is at 7.47. 200-day moving average is at 3.99. So the stock itself is at 34.2. So just bear that in mind. It is trading at a huge premium to all of those moving averages. A huge premium to all of them. The spread is a significant one. It's a huge spread. So just be careful. That should help you. That's this premiums or these spreads it has with those moving averages should help you to know what you're doing, to guide you, know what's going on. The fact that there's a huge spread tells you that the stock, amongst other things, is just emphasizing what is going on already. It is rolling up a huge extension. So be very careful as always. We saw that it retraced sharply in that post-market session. It retraced significantly just towards the end of the session. So we don't exactly know whether it is those who took money off the stock that are coming back right now. And we know, of course, it has always been a stock on short squeeze. So so it's not exactly news that it is moving. It has a huge amount of short interest. It's not news, so it shouldn't come as a surprise, as a matter of fact. So but in any case, it's running up an extension at the moment, so just be very careful. The angle of attack, as we have always insisted, is a very, very steep one, very steep. The likelihood of a stall is there, and it did stall. It stalled as the market was closing on the 30th of August, 27th of August. So let's return and see what happened in that post-market session. You can see that steady retrace, declining and declining. This definitely is the stall we are talking about. So right now, this daily model is not reflecting that extension. It's not reflecting the 31% extension we are looking at right now. So, and because of the recent extension it had, because of the gains it had, it ran up over 230% in that session of the 27th. The volume weighted average price is for this 1 minute model, it's at 42.15. So this is a better place to look at what's going on, but unfortunately it's not reflecting. There's no reflection of that price. So let's quickly have a look and see if it has options, if it's trading options. I think it does. I think it is. It does. It has options, so it's optionable. So all of these will continue to make the stock. They will continue to make the stock extend. The fact that it is optionable, I believe. We don't have any figures. It's optionable. We don't have any graphics on it yet, but that's what's going on. It's an optionable stock as well. So we all know what happens. Market participants try to join the fray, join the the extension from the options. So just as the stock is extending, the options are extending, and the market makers are forced to hedge their positions or cover their positions by buying the stock and all that stuff. So we find a gamma squeeze in that by taking that stance, by the market makers taking that stance. We find a gamma squeeze, and then all the other folks who are covering or whatever it is they're doing with the shares, we get a short squeeze. So right now the extension is still there, 32.36%, but the momentum is not so strong based on this daily model. It's not strong. It's at 53.21. MACD clearly above the signal line. Momentum, sorry, the RSI is strongly indicating that the bullish signal is very high at 95.01. So yes, the stock is just a few inches away, a few cents away from the volume weighted average price. The volume weighted average price has now moved up to 35.15. On the 1 minute model is at $42. So volume currently now is at 918,745. So not as high as we would expect, but still growing. Remember, again, there's no guarantee that this stock will continue to extend in the main session of the 30th of August, which is today, the 30th of August. There's no guarantee it will continue to extend. It extended in the pre-market session of Friday the 27th and continued on in the main session, continued strong for much of the session. It was trading up and up and up, but towards the end of the session it started to stall. It stalled, and all the gains were literally erased. It only ended up with about 30% or thereabouts, or something like that. So that's what we're talking about. It has that tendency to stall. The extension, the angle of attack is a very steep one. So caution is warranted as it concerns support.com. We just, if it's possible that it will continue to extend and doesn't stall, that'll be wonderful. But the way it's extending, it just goes to say that there's a good chance it will retrace again and stall. So right now it has also extended again with the same angle of attack, gapping up. So just be careful out there, and we'll just leave you to see what's going on graphically with support.com for a while, and then we will come back to you. Okay, so before we wrap up, we have that volume is at 920,258. It's just holding up at $34.7, and for some reason the Momentum is not budging based on the 14 period slow stochastic oscillator, but the RSI is still sustained at approximately 95. So let's see if we can get the 1 minute model to see if we can get any indications there. We can't get any. We're not getting any move there. We're not getting any graphics. It's still stuck at 27.95. So we just leave it at the daily model, and yes, things are, it's not moving as fast, but even at that, it's inching up and down. So just be careful out there. As we indicated, it has a history of stalling and retracing. A lot of market participants are involved in this stock, so just be really careful, and thank you very much for watching this video.